What's up, guys? JakeMon45 here, and do a little news thing, not kind of review for Raw, but just some things that happened, some cool important things. Number one, Edge had officially retired from WWE. It is legit that he is retiring because he did have a serious neck injury, and also not too long ago, I believe like a month or was it weeks, months ago, he went to Toronto and he actually had hinted towards that he was kind of hurt during that match, and yeah, it was a match during in Toronto, yes, and that he is retiring because it is like his neck is literally bothering him, and if he continues to wrestle, he's going to get paralyzed because your neck's connected to your spine, and he had trouble with his arm, like having feeling within his arms. So it is legit that Edge is retiring. Um, Pretty surprised that happened tonight. Was pretty surprised though that happened. Um, he will be missed. He was a pretty good character, and I mean with his accomplishments, he has nothing to feel sad about. Uh, So most likely with Alberto Del Rio and Edge match at Extreme Rules, most likely it will be Christian versus Alberto Del Rio, and we will finally see that push that everybody's been waiting for Christian to be world champion. Because let's be honest, he should have been like WWE champion, world champion for a while now. But it's just the fact that he went to TNA that they couldn't really give him a title shot after he left the company, and that's why he became ECW champion at that time. Um, so what else happens? Oh yes, R-Truth finally got pushed on that level of main event status. He's finally not being a side character and actually doing something. So in Extreme Rules, it's going to be a triple threat match between The Miz, John Cena, and R-Truth. I'm pretty happy that R-Truth got pushed because honestly, it's weird seeing guys that have talent and they're just side characters. They don't do anything. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a really quick video about what's happened at Raw. Oh yeah, Sin Cara's debut. I like his style of wrestling. It's kind of different from Rey Mysterio's because Rey Mysterio's compared to Sin Cara's. It's different because Rey Mysterio really does that lucha libre right style, but Sin Cara's style it's a bit more different than that. Aerodynamic, you can say. So that was a good match when he fought against Primo. But overall, Edge will be missed. He's a pretty good wrestler, and yeah, I'm not really sad about it because I knew it was coming eventually because the guy did have so many problems. He had his Achilles heel, his neck. There's multiple, injuries, and that's why it's smart for wrestlers who have injuries to not just wait them out. I mean, and then wait them out, and then they get worse. The prime example is Hulk Hogan. I mean, you see this guy, he had back problems for most of his wrestling career, but he kept wrestling. And now you see Hulk Hogan, he almost every other month he's in the hospital with the back surgery. Like it's that serious. That's why I think that wrestlers should stop around the age of 40. Because if you continue wrestling and you had history of injury, you're gonna get worse, and then you're barely gonna do anything. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it for this quick vid WWE update. Most likely we'll probably see Edge around. I mean he retired, but the wrestlers come back and do announcing or whatever. It'd be pretty funny seeing Edge announcing if they did, but probably not. But since WWE is going through this whole change of not putting the main focus on wrestling now, we'll probably see Edge in funny skits or whatnot. And that's pretty much it. A quickly called Raw review / information. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace.